So guys, here are 10 super useful GTA Online beginner tips that you probably didn't know about. Now these tips are mostly to save you time. Not going to give you any tutorials how to make a lot of cash or gain property at the fastest rate or anything like that. There's enough tutorials for that out there. These are some tips that I hope that someone would have told me when I started. So little tips, little pieces of advice that hopefully make your life a little bit easier going into this world that can be quite overwhelming if you just get started. So number 1, never join a heist or a job through the job list app unless you're directly invited, right? The job list app is the one that sits in the middle of your phone. You get all kinds of messages there. The problem is even jobs have already started. They are still listed there. If you click, join this job that has already started, you're going to be thrown into an infinite loading loop and it's a bloody mess and you'll never make it out. You have to quit the game and and it's just a disaster. So never use this job list app in the middle unless, again, you get a direct invite from a friend. Obviously, then that's fine. Instead, always use the quick job icon on the left if you're looking for a random job to play. So in there, you can, choose a heist, a doomsday heist, whatever makes money. You can join on call to kind of stay in the world and drive around and do little things while you're waiting, while the lobby is filling up. And quite often, at least for me, I'm lucky and I join in some random heist that is just doing the final heist, like a group of 3. And you can join the final heist, make the money, and it's just easy cash. Another option to join random jobs without long loading times that works for me regularly is that you go through the menu, just press escape, and then you go to join random job. And that makes you just join any job, that's popular at the moment. Quite often it's the latest, races or upgrades where you get double XP and double money and all that kind of stuff. So it's also a valid alternative to join a random heist. Number 2, call Lester to lose the cops. This is something I didn't know for a long time, but in quite a lot of the open world missions, like runs for your businesses or deliveries, you are allowed to pay a little fee in order to remove the cops. All you have to do is bring up your phone, go to the contacts in the top right, find Lester in the list, call him up, and you will get a little, drop-down menu of options, and you can choose lose cops. I think it costs between $200 and $800 or something like that. So it's fairly cheap, and it's definitely better than, driving up in the mountains with 3 stars and waiting forever until they go away. It often saves you time. You can also get off the radar with the same method by calling Lester if you're harassed by other players, for example, and they keep chasing you and annoying you. Get off the radar, you're going to disappear, you get a chance to get away. I think for 1 minute you're gone off the radar. So the whole Lester menu is really useful and you should know about that and use it. Number 3. Now, awareness of the map is a very important thing during like supply runs, deliveries, but because the map in the HUD of GTA Online is rather small, it sometimes is hard to read, and in fact, it's quite often. Now, what you can do is you can press Z, or if you're, I think, on a German keyboard, you press Y, because these 2 buttons are inverted. But you press Z on an English keyboard, and then you first see a list of all the players. But once you circle through all the pages that have players, then you will get a slightly better view of the map, like an increased sized map that helps you to get a better oversight of the area. And this is great because if you have MK2 people coming in, on their little flying motorcycles and they're about to hit your supply run, then it's great to have that extra overview. You see them coming, gives you the extra few seconds to get off your bike or get out of your car and take them down before they can do the damage. Number 4, buy snacks and armor and use it from your inventory to recharge health and armor during battle. It's another thing that I didn't know about for way too long. What you can do is you go to a shop, buy, all the P and Qs and all the little snacks and chocolate bars you can buy there. And then you go to a weapon store and you buy as many armors as you're allowed to buy. At the beginning, when you're low level, you can only buy 1 or 2, I think. But as you increase in level, you can then get like 10. And then you can keep those and access them during missions from your inventory by pressing M, going to inventory, and then you just go to body armor or to snacks, and you can restore your health while you're in the middle of a battle, which is a very useful asset to have. Number 5, save $1 million, become a CEO, and grind CEO and VIP work. It's a great way to make money. Generally, the whole CEO part of the game offers plenty of options to kind of start your empire and make money in the beginning. Also, you only need $1 million once. Once you have accumulated $1 million in the game, you can then press M, go to SecuroServe, and then register as a CEO. You will then be prompted to buy like a property, an office for your business. You can also buy a vehicle warehouse from there, which is a very lucrative business. You steal high-end cars and resell them at like a quite good profit for this game at least. Also, you only need that $1 million once. Okay, once you registered once as a CEO, you can then register forever again and again without having $1 million in your bank account. So very useful tip. Register as a CEO, kind of start your empire from there. Number 6, getting kicked for inactivity is a big problem in many games, right? You just want to go to the kitchen, get a sandwich, you come back, you got kicked. All your friends were on that server, right? And it's going to take forever to get back. So in GTA, you have a fairly easy method or workaround to avoid being kicked. What you do is you bring up your phone, you go to the browser icon in the bottom middle, which is the little blue icon down there in the corner. And from there, you go into the car shop. And as long as you're on this car shop page, you leave that open, you can go wherever you want. I don't know if it lasts infinitely, probably not. But if you're away for 10, even 15 minutes, I don't think you're going to get kicked. It never happened to me. That's kind of my way of not getting kicked for inactivity. Number 7. If you're watching this video, then you are probably a noob. And that's fine, right? We all were noobs at some point, a low-level player. But the problem in GTA Online is that people don't like new players, right? Because new players in lobbies, especially in heists and missions, means loads of restarts. People don't know what they have to do. You know, people jump out of helicopters where they don't have to jump out. There's another restart. And it's just annoying. And it happens a lot. And it's really true. If you have more noobs in a lobby, you will have more restarts. And it's annoying. So what you should do as a low-level player should be upfront about it. You should say, hey, guys, I never played this before. You know, if you got any tips or something that I should know, let me know. And I'm going to try my best. But, you know, don't be cocky. Don't go in like, oh, I'm level 3. I'm the best GTA player. Never been a better player than me. I'm great. Yes, I'm level 3. And then you have to restart 5 times. It's terrible. Don't act tough. Doesn't go down well. Be friendly. Be upfront about your low knowledge about the game at this point. Number 8. Buy an Uzi. It's a cheap gun. And shoot from cars. Okay, very important skill in this game. Shooting other players and also other drivers in cars. Train your skill, harness your skill, because this game actually, when it comes to shooting from the car, has a quite nice learning curve. I find the beginning you struggle, especially when you're driving the car yourself, like shooting while driving. It's a mess, but you get better at it and it gets fun and it actually becomes quite rewarding at some point. So it's a fun mechanic that you can train, have fun with, but you need that Uzi to really do the damage from there. And you can even take out helicopters. When you're driving and you're really skilled, boom, you get that one headshot landed on the pilot. That chopper's down. So yeah, it's fun. It's a nice learning curve. Try to get better at shooting with your Uzi from cars. Number 9. Make many missions simpler for yourself and just buy the armored Kuruma from the Southern San Andreas Super Auto website. I think it costs around $500,000 or something. You're going to have to save up for that. But it's really worth it because that car is basically armored all the way. So, you know, nothing can get through. You can do many missions. You just have to go, you know, drive to airstrip or something. And you just stand in the middle of the airstrip and kill everyone because none of the bullets from all your enemies, the hundreds of enemies around you, get through. So you're having a really easy time making easy money. So the Kuruma, the armored Kuruma, definitely pays for itself very quickly if you do missions. So I'd get that. And it's also not like a terrible car to drive in general. Number 10. If you still have money left from buying that Kuruma, you should get a chopper after that. Because, again, transportation in this game saves you a lot of time if you're about grinding. You can spawn a chopper wherever you want if you're registered as a CEO. Especially the Buzzard is not too expensive. It has rockets. It has, you know, everything you need. And you can quickly get from A to B. Have 4 players in there as well if you're playing with a team. So it's well invested money to put it into that chopper and you spawn it wherever you want. But also be prepared that people will attack you from the air using those choppers, but also the MK2s, flying motorcycles. And a little tip on the side, I mean, I guess the best way to kind of fight off an MK2 if it comes at you is to have a minigun ready or this alien laser minigun thing that's going around. I don't know the name, but you know the one I mean. And I think once you hit the guys on the MK2 once or twice with the minigun or that laser thing, they quickly get away because they don't like it. They don't like to be shot down, you know, like a fly out of the air. And that's it. Those are 10 tips that I found extremely useful during my time playing GTA Online. I hope this helped you a little bit. I hope you learned something. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. I'm live streaming on this channel all the time now in the late evenings, UK time. So I'd be more than delighted to see you on one of those streams. It'd be great to have you around. So guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. I'm out. Bye.